Egypt's annual headline inflation jumped to 38% in September, marking the fourth consecutive month of record-high inflations in cash-strapped northern African country. Prices of essential commodities in Egypt have mushroomed since the outbreak of the conflict in Ukraine in early 2022, placing an additional load on an already economically stricken population.
The
global inflation is due to high costs of production and shortages of supply because of the conflict, which led to record inflation rates in countries like Egypt. But also, some large traders are profiteering from the situation by illegally stocking products to monopolize the market and selling when prices go up.
The surge in prices is putting pressure on the country's 105 million people, majority of whom are poor.
I buy less food. Fruits is now a luxury item because my budget can barely cover the costs of the basic food needs. We now eat protein such as chicken and meat only once every 2 weeks, instead of the case before, which was twice a week.
In response to the growing public dissatisfaction, the government has announced emergency measures aimed at slashing prices of essential commodities.
We coordinated with the traders and producers unions who highlighted the causes of the price hikes. We agreed to suspend customs tariffs to allow imports of basic goods and raw materials for production, as well as provide hard currency to import basic commodities and increase supply in the market. We agreed to push prices down 15% to 25%.
The targeted strategic commodities that will see a 15 to 25% discount include beans, lentils, dairy products, pasta, sugar, cooking oil, rice, eggs, chicken and meat. The government has also implemented measures to curb a price increase for certain commodities, such as sugar and onions, by banning their export to mitigate price spikes in the market. There were similar initiatives taken by previous governments which didn't last long, but Egyptian Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli says authorities are confident of success in the latest initiative.
The new discounted prices will be announced everywhere to avoid any misuse by traders. I will be heading a weekly committee meeting that will oversee the implementation of our initiative. We will solve any issues promptly and ensure all sides are adhering to it so that the plan is sustainable to control prices for the long term.
Analysts, however, say more measures are needed to keep prices in check for the long haul.
The only way to end this crisis is through encouraging investments in manufacturing to increase local production. This will quickly increase supply to cover demand in the markets and bring prices down. It will also reduce the hefty import bill that has inflated commodity prices recently.
Officials say the latest measures will be in place for 6 months before a review is conducted to determine if the plan would be extended for another period. Yes, Hakim for CGTN, Cairo, Egypt.